Hello, I'm going to show you how to find two numbers given both their sum and product. That means that we need to find two numbers that add up to a certain number and multiply it to get a certain number. That's the sum and product. And that's useful when we have to factor a trinomial like this one. X squared plus 7x plus 12, we need to, if we use the AM method, that means we find two numbers that add to get 7 and multiply to get 12. That means we could factor it, and the two numbers, in this case, they're pretty simple to find, are 3 and 4. They add to get 7, multiply to get 12, making our factored form x plus 3, x plus 4. Now, if they were more difficult than that, we could use this formula here, which means it's the sum plus or minus the square root of the sum squared minus 4 times the product, and it's all divided by 2. And if I plugged in my sum as 7 and my product as 12, that's what would come out. I'd get 3 and 4 as my two solutions. Now, I'm going to program my calculator to do this so that I can do it nice and quickly. So, first thing I'm going to do is hit program, and I'm going to start a new program, and I'm going to call it AM because that's the AM method. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to input, so go back to program. Okay, I'm going to input. Now, I want to ask it to say sum, so I'm going to say sum. Oh, hold on a second. Back here, delete. There we go. Okay, so I wanted to ask what the sum is. So SUM, there's the sum, and I'm going to put equals as well. Sum equals, and I'm going to ask it to store that number as the letter A. I'm going to do the same thing for my product, and that would be. Hold on. That would be second function. There we go. Product. And I'm going to put a little equal sign in there too, just because I can. And that one is going to be stored as the letter B. Now I want it to actually calculate this, so I'm going to just type this in. So the sum on my board here, the sum is A, so that's going to be A. First of all, I'm going to do the addition, A plus the square root of the S is the sum squared, so that's A squared minus 4 times the product, which in our case is B. Close that up, and that's all going to be divided by 2. And I'm going to store that. STO button means store that. I'm going to store that as the letter C. I'm going to do exactly the same thing for my negative solution. There's two solutions, positive and negative. So that's A minus the square root of A squared minus 4B, all divided by 2. And I'm going to store that solution as D. And now all I need to do is to get my calculator to display both C and D. I'm going to need a comma in there. There we go. C and D. Let's see if this works. Second function quit. So here we go. Program, execute AM. So the sum, in this example, the sum needs to be 7. And my product, 12. There we go. 4 and 3. And that's how we can find the sum, or two numbers given the sum and product